Actually बच्चों, yesterday we came to know that whenever we increase the frequency of the incident radiation, the kinetic energy of the emitted electron also increases. So that means the frequency increases, kinetic energy also increases. Kinetic energy of photoelectron also increases. Okay, frequency increases, kinetic energy of the photoelectron also increases. That means one thing is very clear, that if we increase the frequency of the incident radiation, the energy of the photoelectron also increases. So the energy of the photoelectron does not depend upon the intensity of light, it depends upon the frequency of the incident radiation. That should be very clear. Now I will give you a definition, important definition, that is threshold frequency. Threshold frequency. इससे पहले हमने वर्क फंक्शन किया था. वर्क फंक्शन में मैंने आप लोगों को बताया था, वर्क फंक्शन इज डिनोटेड बाय फाई नोट विच इज इक्वल टू h न्यू नोट. ये जो यहाँ पे न्यू नोट है, दिस न्यू नोट इज द फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ द रेडिएशन, जो कि मिनिमम फ्रीक्वेंसी की बात कर रहा है यहाँ पे, द मिनिमम फ्रीक्वेंसी. एंड वी कैन इंक्रीज दिस फ्रीक्वेंसी, इसको हम बढ़ा सकते हैं और कम भी कर सकते हैं. लेकिन इफ द फ्रीक्वेंसी इज बिकम लेस देन दिस न्यू नोट, that is the minimum frequency, then there will be no photoelectric emission take place. So in order to photoelectron emission to take place, this frequency of the incident radiation must be greater than this new node. Only then photoelectric emission take place. So this is called, this new node here, new node is called threshold frequency. The minimum frequency of the incident radiation which may cause photoelectric emission to take place. So this much of frequency is required for photoelectric emission to take place. Now ये जो वर्क फंक्शन है, ये मैंने आप लोगों को बताया था, द वर्क फंक्शन ऑफ द मटेरियल, वर्क फंक्शन डिपेंड्स अपॉन द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ मटेरियल. अकॉर्डिंगली ये जो मिनिमम फ्रीक्वेंसी है, दैट इज कॉल्ड थ्रेशोल्ड फ्रीक्वेंसी, और वी कैन समटाइम्स वी कॉल इट कट ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी. दिस कट ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी आल्सो डिपेंड्स अपॉन द नेचर ऑफ मटेरियल. This will also depends upon the nature of material. Nu naught depends upon the nature of material. Okay. तो हर एक मेटल के वहां से इलेक्ट्रॉन को इजेक्ट करने के लिए डिफरेंट वर्क फंक्शन की जरूरत होता है। तो डिफरेंट वर्क फंक्शन डिपेंड्स अपॉन द डिफरेंट वैल्यू ऑफ द न्यू नोट। तो न्यू नोट का वैल्यू भी हर एक मटेरियल के लिए, हर एक मेटल्स के लिए डिफरेंट होगा। दिस शुड बी वेरी क्लियर नाउ। तो इसको हम थोड़ा एक बार और देखेंगे। ये मैंने एक मेटल ले लिया, मेटल के अंदर बहुत सारे फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन्स होते हैं। लेट अस सपोज दिस इज एन फ्री इलेक्ट्रॉन which is just lying on the surface of a metal surface, and another electron which is deep inside this metal। तो metal surface के काफी अंदर है। तो जब photon, whenever we incident a radiation, that means whenever I say that we are incident a radiation, that means we are incident a photon on this metal surface, photon which is carrying energy E is equal to h nu। all photons carry same amount of energy for same frequency of the incident radiation। तो therefore एक फोटोन अगर ये जाके यहाँ पे इसके साथ, इस इलेक्ट्रॉन के साथ इंटरेक्ट करता है, दिस इलेक्ट्रॉन कम्स आउट फ्रॉम दिस मेटल सरफेस, जस्ट इसको यहाँ से निकालने के लिए इट रिक्वायर्स द मिनिमम अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी, जिसको मैंने कहा था वर्क फंक्शन ऑफ द मटेरियल। सपोज in this case the work function of the material phi naught is 2 electron volt। let us say this is 2 electron volt for this material, then and this energy, that is the energy of the incident photon, is 10 electron volt, let us say in this case। in that means it is actually consuming just expending an energy of 2 electron volt to just eject from the metal surface। so it comes out from this metal surface and ये consume कितना energy खर्च करेगा, 2 electron volt। तो this will come out with an kinetic energy of maximum kinetic energy, maximum kinetic energy is equal to maximum kinetic energy of this electron would be h nu, that is this energy E, energy of the photon minus its work function। so यहाँ इस एग्जांपल में हम यहाँ पे कह सकते हैं 10 electron volt, this is the energy of the photon minus energy of the work function, that is 2 electron volt। so it comes with an kinetic energy of 8 electron volt। so this electron comes out from the metal surface with a kinetic energy of 8 electron volt। now let us say for this case where the electron is deep inside this metal, now a photon comes and interact with this electron, then this electron now comes up to the metal surface first, so it must done some work must be done to bring this electron from this point to the metal surface, and then to just eject this electron from this metal surface to the outside, it also uses an amount energy equal to the work function, that is phi naught, phi naught। so then it will come out with its kinetic energy। now what will be the kinetic energy of this electron in this case? that will be energy, that is 10 electron volt minus, let us say it is consuming an energy of 1 electron volt, this work done is nearly equal to 1 electron volt। ये इलेक्ट्रॉन यहाँ से यहाँ आने तक कुछ न कुछ एनर्जी इसको खर्च होगा, तो वो खर्च होने के बाद यहाँ से फिर बाहर निकलने के लिए वर्क फंक्शन में भी कुछ एनर्जी खर्च होगा, तो इसका जो वैल्यू आएगा दैट इज एनर्जी माइनस इसका वर्क फंक्शन, दैट इज 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट माइनस दिस वर्क, दैट इज W। सो इसका वैल्यू आएगा 10 माइनस 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट माइनस 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट, सो इट कम्स आउट विद इन 7 electron volt। So this will be the kinetic energy of the electron which is emitted from this metal surface that was earlier lying deep inside the metal। तो इस तरह से हर एक जो इलेक्ट्रॉन वहां से बाहर की ओर आता है, उन सब का काइनेटिक एनर्जी डिफरेंट होता है। कोई मेटल सरफेस, जो मेटल सरफेस से जो इजेक्ट होता है वो इतना ही एनर्जी खर्च करता है, बाकी वो उसके काइनेटिक एनर्जी के साथ वो बाहर आता है, तो उसका काइनेटिक एनर्जी मैक्सिमम होगा। और जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जो अंदर से आएगा तो उसका एनर्जी कम होगा, तो उसका काइनेटिक एनर्जी थोड़ा कम होगा। नाउ दिस इज वेरी क्लियर। और यहाँ पे एक चीज हम ये देखेंगे, दिस इज मैक्सिमम काइनेटिक एनर्जी इज इक्वल टू E माइनस फाई नॉट। ये इसको हम एक बार फिर लिख लेते हैं, E काइनेटिक एनर्जी, मैक्सिमम काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ द फोटो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इज इक्वल टू E minus its work function. So this can be written as, know that energy of the photon E is equal to h nu minus its work function is given by h nu naught. Kinetic energy maximum. So the maximum kinetic energy with which the electron will eject it from the metal surface is equal to the difference of energy of the photon minus its work function. But this is the equation of this is called photoelectric equation, but the electrons come out with different kinetic energy. That is due to the fact that it loses some of its energy in the form of collision before it coming out from the metal surface. So therefore the value of h nu will be different in different interaction of an photon and electron. That's why we have different value of the kinetic energy of the photo emitted electron. This can again be written as h is equal to h common nu minus nu naught. This is kinetic energy maximum. This equation is called Einstein photoelectric equation. This is an important equation derived by the Einstein. So this is called Einstein photoelectric equation. Einstein photoelectric equation. Einstein explained the whole photoelectric effect on the basis of this equation that we will do later. But before that मैं इसका एक important यहाँ पे और एक equation निकालने जा रहा हूँ. That is the yesterday हमने एक किया था, that is kinetic energy, maximum kinetic energy of the photo electron is related with EV naught, and this is the work done on the photo electron to just stop its kinetic energy, just to counter the kinetic energy of the photo electron. इसके लिए ये equation मैंने कल लिखा था, तो we can write here in place of kinetic energy we will use EV naught equal to h nu minus nu naught, or we can write V naught is equal to h nu minus nu naught upon E. This can again be written as V naught is equal to h nu upon E minus h nu naught upon E. This can be also written as V naught is equal to h nu upon E minus h nu naught is actually work function, so we can write phi naught upon E. This is another important, this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. By using this equation we can plot a graph. We can actually equate this equation with the equation of a straight line. We know that equation of straight line is y is equal to mx plus minus c. Plus minus c. We can compare this equation with the equation of a straight line, and we can plot a graph. So I'm going to plot the graph. Here along y-axis, this is the stopping potential, and here h upon e is equal to m. Actually m is the slope of the straight line. Slope of the straight line graph drawn along the y or x-axis. This is a y-axis, this one is x-axis. तो यहाँ पे हम इसका ग्राफ ड्रॉ करने की कोशिश करेंगे, तो ऐसा एक ग्राफ आएगा आपको. This is a straight line. This is a straight line. तो ये इक्वेशन y is equal to mx plus minus c. Here m is equal to, m is actually the slope of the graph, that is this one, slope, that is equal to theta, which is equal to theta, जिसका वैल्यू हम यहाँ पे लगा सकता है h upon e. h upon e. This will be the slope, and then phi naught upon, ये जो phi naught upon e है, this is the actually intercept on the y-axis. This is since we have negative value, so the intercept along y-axis will be negative intercept. तो यहाँ पे negative intercept का value आएगा minus phi naught upon e. और along x-axis हमने लेना है frequency of the incident radiation, nu. और ये जो intercept at along x-axis, ये जो यहाँ पे intercept हो रहा है, that is nu naught. So this is for one metal. Let us say this is metal A. Now we can draw on another graph like this. The slope of the two straight line will be same, that is theta is equal to h upon e in the both cases, and this will be nu naught. So I am using here straight line graph for the two metals. So metal A and metal B. This one is metal B. So ये जो फ्रीक्वेंसी है, इसको भी हम इसका थोड़ा वैल्यू चेंज कर लेंगे. फॉर मेटल 1, मेटल A I use 1. For metal 2 I use here not 2. And correspondingly इसका जो इंटरसेप्ट आएगा, that will be, इसका जो इंटरसेप्ट आएगा इसको हम phi naught 1 लिखेंगे, और इसका जो इंटरसेप्ट आएगा we will write here phi naught 2 upon E. तो अब हम इसका एक कंक्लूजन देखने की कोशिश करेंगे. व्हाट ये जो आप यहाँ पे एक फ्रीक्वेंसी का न्यू नोट 1 देख रहे हो, तो न्यू नोट 1 इज द थ्रेशोल्ड फ्रीक्वेंसी फॉर मेटल A. Threshold frequency for metal A and nu naught 2 is the threshold frequency for metal 2. So यहाँ एक चीज क्लियर है, when we increase the frequency of the incident radiation, the stopping potential increases. This is linearly increases, showing by these two straight line. And this nu naught 1 is the threshold frequency for the first metal, nu naught 2 is the threshold frequency of the second metal, that is metal B, corresponding to which the stopping potential is equal to 0 at this point. Nu naught 1, the stopping potential is 0. Now let me to conclude this experiment or this graph. First, the stopping potential increases with increase in frequency there exists a minimum frequency called threshold frequency or cutoff frequency corresponding to which stopping potential is zero. Stopping potential is zero. These are the new node 1 and new node 2 are the threshold frequency for the two different metal A and metal B. Here the if this frequency of the incident radiation is less than new node 1, in case of a metal A, if the frequency of the incident radiation less than its threshold frequency, no photoelectric emission will take place. Similarly, for the metal B, if the frequency of the incident radiation is less than its threshold frequency, that is new node 2, then there will be no photoelectric emission take place in metal B. So here I have shown this graph for the two metal A and metal B. Here you can see that for metal B the threshold frequency is greater than for the metal A. So correspondingly, these are the work function phi naught 1. This is the work function. E is a constant value. Phi naught 1 and phi naught 2 are the work function. Nu naught 1 जो कि threshold frequency for the metal A, this is less than nu naught 2, so its work function is also less than the metal 2. वर्क फंक्शन भी उतना ही कम होगा, मेटल 1 का कम होगा एज कंपेयर टू द मेटल 2. तो ये चीज यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं. नाउ थर्ड कंक्लूजन, the value of threshold frequency more will be the value of its work function. So ये तीनों पॉइंट जो हमने यहाँ से इस ग्राफ का कंक्लूजन दिया, दिस इज द ग्राफ प्लॉट वर्सेस स्टॉपिंग पोटेंशियल एंड frequency of the incident radiation. So these are very important conclusion of this graph. फोटोइलेक्ट्रिक इक्वेशन में हमने फर्स्ट, सेकंड, थर्ड, फोर्थ 4 हमने एक्सपेरिमेंट किए थे. उन सब का अब में कंक्लूजन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ लॉज ऑफ फोटोइलेक्ट्रिक इक्वेशन ये दिया था. लॉज ऑफ फोटोइलेक्ट्रिक इक्वेशन, लॉज ऑफ फोटोइलेक्ट्रिक emission. First law, for a given photosensitive metal, photoelectrons ejected per second is directly proportional to the intensity of light, to the intensity of light. ये that means जो photons वहाँ से निकल रहे हैं उनका जो फोटो इलेक्ट्रॉन इजेक्टेड पर सेकेंड में कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन निकलेगा, that will directly depends upon the intensity of the light use. Second, there exists a minimum frequency below which no photo emission take place. It is called threshold frequency. So for photoelectric emission to take place, the frequency should be nearly equal to its threshold frequency, and it should be greater than the threshold frequency. Only then photoelectric emission will take place. If it's less than threshold frequency, the photoelectric emission will not take place. Third point, above threshold frequency, the kinetic energy of the emitted electron depends upon the frequency and is independent of the intensity of intensity. तो above threshold frequency, kinetic energy directly depends upon the frequency. कितने एनर्जी के साथ वो बाहर आएगा, that depends upon the frequency, not on the intensity of light use. The fourth law is the photoelectric emission is an instantaneous process. इंस्टेंटेनियस प्रोसेस का मीनिंग है फोटो इलेक्ट्रॉन जो ही हम रेडिएशन डालते हैं वहां से एक ही तुरंत वहां से फोटो इलेक्ट्रॉन निकलना शुरू हो जाता है, तो कोई समय कोई टाइम ज्यादा नहीं लेते हैं. विद दिस वी एंड दिस लेक्चर टुडे. थैंक यू.